Kuki militants continue attacks in Imphal East since Christmas Eve, leaving 3 injured, including a journalist, amid escalating clashes with security forces. Chief Minister N. Biren Singh calls Kuki militants' attack in Imphal East cowardly. AMJU and EGM condemn attack to journalists. And statewide 24-hour shutdown in Manipur disturbs normal life, demands justice for killing of youth and release of arrested individuals. Hello and welcome. You're watching ISCOM English News and I'm Ruby Unkai with you. Now let's take a look at the news in detail. The ongoing firing between Hills-based militants and security forces in Imphal East, which began on Christmas Eve, has escalated, with the number of injured now reaching 3. Today morning, after a brief pause, the gun battle resumed and a video journalist from a local TV channel, Lema Pokpam Kabichandra, was wounded. He sustained a bullet injury to his left thigh during the attack on Thamna Pokpi, located in Imphal East. He was quickly transported to Raj Medicity for medical treatment. Since Christmas Eve, alleged Kuki militants have been launching attacks from the hilltops of Kangpokpi district, targeting peripheral areas such as Sanasabi and Thamna Pokpi. Security forces have been responding forcefully to these assaults. Just the day before, 2 people, including a police officer, were injured during the firefight in Sanasabi village. The situation remains tense as both the militants and security forces continue to clash in the region.
Noi akhoi gi lai jari ba akhoi gi ngakpi ri ba khulla si sida akhoi gi mateng ke dei pangbiu sar request to biyo ha da akhoi request to ma tamda makoi le tari ba ta tabi ke dana khopi ke dana ngasi ba dalai jarak mani ngarang marang maksu akhoi setai force akhoi ga mangap like thek na raga mukhat na raga akhoi ga tawnai akhoi gi lak jari ba akhoi gi manipur force si da makoi na chatpa ya hai ba gi gaswa gari si mo da sang na lambi si da phaijala thambi re hai re raga akhoi gi lai jari ba state force ji bu makoi le kashu thawai bi da ba kashu thawa sa bi da ba kashu moi na usit bi da ba hai ri ba force sing ji da akhoi gi sarkar da gi kasi akhoi stage la phirega akhoi gi damak ta awaba si dai kai ubida ba ubida madi yai adubu akhoi gi imam si le phirega noi gi damak ta khoi lai dine noi gi damak ta khoi lai dine haibi mapi ma pa oi basing to kana mak ta lapi badu lai gi da bani akhoi yamna ware hujik di akhoi gi state force si sangbi re hairega ima isa asol ana kari kara le ko le kai ro le kai da le basing to makoi na awaba mateng pangbi re hairega mafam saba da mo na safeguard oi ba taw jamani ai gi inang mak ta da ai gi imam mak ta da no mai na ka pa ga no mai na pa la ga mo no mai na maru da sakti ba matamda akhoi chen thora ga lai gi badi yai tawbata bo akhoi sarkiba matamda di laikai si karana ngakpi gani na haina matamda sida akhoi isana awaba du lairaga akhoi ni kunje ngakja bane akhoi ni kanjaba nongmai sina bom sina masing dangda kai thadrak pa matamda ikok sina laraga sarkiba matamda huisa makta yagi yum mana ko de bom ma che tari bani adubo akiba kai adu kau thu e heraga isa sing laiba lairiba ima isa khoi je karmina da ya de simina ba tare hingmina ba tare haidana lam dagi lakpi ba maya pai maya mama lamdam dagi lakpi ba isil ina isa sing kaya mana akhoi gi damak ta mateng pangbiraga moi gi miyang makhada laijari ba akhoi lamdam si lairi ba khoi si punjan na rega lamdam ma akhoi ngasi ba hujik pa ngasi ba dingak chari bani.
In response to the mounting violence, a combined team of police, army, CRPF and BSF personnel have launched a large-scale operation in Yangang Pokpi and the surrounding hill areas. The operation aims to eliminate armed militants and restore peace in the region. Security forces are working in coordination to clear the area of militants and to ensure the safety of civilians. The operation will continue until the region is secured and free of armed miscreants. The situation remains tense as operations continue, with both the security forces and militants engaged in sporadic gunfire. The local populace remains on edge, with authorities urging civilians to stay indoors and avoid the affected areas. The rising number of casualties and the ongoing clashes underscore the volatile nature of the conflict, which has been escalating for several days. Our correspondent El Nilo has been covering the developments in the affected areas and reports that both security forces and militants have fortified their positions.
No, super.
aina hojisi leijariba mafamasi Imphal East District lamai kendra gi manung chana leiba thamna pupi playground hadiba mafam adudani mafam asidaida akhoi ngasi ayu anganbada akhoi gi impact tv gi akhoi gi video journalist ama sokhiba mafam adumaktadani hariba mafam asidaida hokhiba tang kunga mari dagi horga ngasi phawada numit mangani asi kuki militant singna lepa laitana akhoi gi lepa laitana ngasi phawada landa duna lakhibani hariba landarakpagi thodo asidaida akhoi tongan tongan ba ima sing adagi akhoi gi CDO gi maikai dagi amadi paumi gi maikai dagi bawda aswa apan yauduna akhoi gi hojik tongan tongan hospital kaya da laikatna duna leiribani hariba thodo sing asi Magi kaya dagi akhoi tongan ba akhoi wakat kaya lakpadagi hariba akhoi thamna pupi uyok sing yangang pupi uyok sing na singba mafam sing asi haukiba sahi ani pharakadoriba irang asidaida akhoi mafam asidaida state force amasung central force ki ani combine tawraga thambiu haina mafam asigi kunja sing amadi LK BBF ki maike dagi akanba akhoi pressure piduna lakibani hariba mafam asidaida akhoi local MLA amadi Imphal East ki SP masa yauna wari sana khraba matungda mafam state police amasung central police ki team sing thamgani haina thajaba kayarak hana pi khra basung asi phawbada thabak to onthorakta badagi hairiba mafam sing asida kuki militant sing na laisalaga makoina kapning ma matamda kaptuna ngasi phawbada adumak lakli haiba tai adu haji hoji khoi thana pupi amasung sana sabigi khunja sing asi mafam asida laiba ki badagi tongan tongan mafam kayada ma thwai hingna bagdamta chen thokduna laikhrabani akhoi gi state police amasung central police central gi akhoi BSF CRP na singba hariba security sipaising hai tare security forcing si hariba kuki militant sing na yam toina kaptharak liba mafam sing asidaida akhoi gi combing operation sathanabagi damakta ahanbada akhoi Simon Village romda sangorabani adubu hariba mafam asidaida akhoi gi mafam aduda laiba nupi sing na akhoi mafam aduda combing operation tawba yaroi haina thatpadagi mafam aduda changba ngamdaduna hantorakibani adubu amaromda hariba team asimangna akhoi gi kuki militant sing na kaptharak liba mafam aduda amu hana sangaga combing tawgadra natraga tawroidra haibadu akhoi mayam punna hojik phawbagi oinadi yengminaba tari hiram asigi matangda pawdam jariba Nilo ISCOM Thanapupi.
Chief Minister N. Biren Singh condemned the firing incident, describing it as a cowardly and unprovoked attack on innocent lives. He strongly criticized the indiscriminate firing by Kuki militants at Sanasabi and Thamnapokpi in Imphal East, which resulted in injuries to both civilians and security personnel. The Chief Minister stated that the attack was an assault on peace and harmony. He assured that adequate security forces has been deployed to the affected areas and that the injured were receiving necessary medical care. He also called for calm and unity in response to such challenges, emphasizing the importance of coordination and understanding between central forces and state police in handling such situations. The All Manipur Working Journalists Union AMJU and the Editor Guild's Manipur EGM have strongly condemned the recent attack on journalists who were covering a firing incident in the region. In a joint statement, both organizations expressed deep concerns over the deliberate targeting of journalists, highlighting that the incident occurred despite the journalists being visibly marked with press vest. According to the statement issued by the AMJU and EGM, the journalists were on the field reporting on the firing incident when they came under attack. They were wearing blue-colored vests clearly printed with the word press to identify themselves as media personnel. However, despite their clear identification, it is reported that militants fired upon the journalists with sniper rifles, endangering their lives. The statement called the incident not only unfortunate but also highly alarming, as it demonstrated a blatant disregard for the safety of the media. A statewide 24-hour shutdown in Manipur called by the Joint Action Committee JAC to demand justice for the killing of a youth on December 14 disrupted normal life, particularly in the capital today. The shutdown, which began at 6 p.m. today, will continue until 6 p.m. of tomorrow. On December 14th, Manipur police commandos reportedly killed 16-year-old Laishram Priyam and arrested 6 others during a gunfight at Salungpham Maninglekai in Thoubal district. The deceased, who was shot near Salungpham High School, later succumbed to his injuries at Raj Medicity Hospital in Imphal, officials reported. The JAC have also demanded the release of 6 persons who were arrested on the same day. The Coordinating Committee on Manipur Integrity, COCOMI, including its Students' Front and Women's Wing, has also extended support to the shutdown. The shutdown brought Imphal as well as other areas of the state to a standstill, with passenger vehicles off the roads.
Tamadora hat ki ba ngak pa dusu atuba matamda mi hat pa bu matik kaya da DP hadna koi miam na hajeri je sida tawba bansida akoi kor kombinasyon sabot taw jabay wani toida loina na atugi bakha tarak pada hoji akoi na nungai taw puna machi sarkar na karita su yeng bide Manipur sarkar na su yeng bide Bharat sarkar na su yeng bide asumay na sum taw do na akoi metay puna machi anu hat na dum lo salagadra haiba che akoi yam na chingna jay.
Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was cremated with full state honors in the presence of top dignitaries from India and abroad today. Manmohan Singh's funeral pyre was lit by his eldest daughter Upinder Singh at Ningam Boat Ghat in the national capital amid the chanting of religious hymns. Before the mortal remains of Singh were consigned to flames, the security forces gave a 21-gun salute to the former Prime Minister. The last riots were performed in the presence of President Draupadi Murmu, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, besides top leaders of the Congress, including party chief Mallikarjun Kharge and leaders Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. A joint team comprising Manipur Police, Assam Rifles, Forest Department and an executive magistrate successfully carried out a poppy destruction operation in the Langhoi Mall area of Churachampur district. During the operation, authorities destroyed 7 acres of poppy plantations. An FIR has been registered and efforts are underway to identify and apprehend those responsible for cultivating the illegal crops. This action is part of ongoing efforts to curb illegal drug production and trafficking in the region. A fire tragedy occurred late last night in Imphal East Kurai Konsam Lekai, where a 2-wheeler caught fire at the back of a house. The house, owned by one Konsam Profolo, was affected by the blaze. The incident took place around 11 p.m. and immediate action was taken by Manipur Fire Services to prevent the fire from escalating further. Fortunately, no casualties have been reported and the situation was brought under control swiftly by the fire services. Authorities are investigating the cause of the fire. In the 5th plenary sessions of the World Meitei Council WMC held in Moirang recently, the council addressed the socio-political turmoil in the region and emphasized the need to protect the Meitei indigenous population's right. The session's theme, Hayengidamak Malemda Leiriba Meitei Gi Apunba Pireb, highlighted the urgent call for intervention by the Government of India to resolve the ongoing conflict and maintain Manipur's territorial integrity. The The WMC demanded the immediate abrogation of the suspension of operation agreement due to violent actions by illegal armed groups. The Council also stressed the need for constitutional protections for the Meitei population, including implementing the National Register of Citizens and establishing a population commission. Furthermore, it reiterated its support for granting scheduled tribe status to the Meitei community and proposed the formation of a new Meitei regiment to safeguard national integrity. The WMC condemned the desecration of Meitei sacred sites and urged legal action against those responsible. Additionally, the session called for measures to prevent economic blockades and support indigenous businesses. The Council also supported the creation of Moirang and Jiribam as full-fledged districts within their historical boundaries. In this regard, World Meitei Council Central Executive Committee CEC Vice Chairman C.H. Nabakumar Singh addressed the media.
Illegal cookie Kulai Paiba Singa, Government of India, Yanakiba suspension of operation agreement Asibu, abrogate the view, Makatana Tamtiba, Mihat Mipun, Tok Tanaba, Section Taurang, Lokat View, Tanga, Manipur Gingam Kai Nagliba, Maribak Marandam, Kanjariba, Kunakwa Singu, Sarkarna, Honjin Vidana, State, Amazon International Boundary Ngakwa Nandava, Meitei Regime Ama, Sembiu, Hijaba.
The Pre-Park Pro has expressed profound sorrow over the death of its cadre, Second Lieutenant Kaisham Puremba, also known as Ramkumar Singh. According to a statement from L. Ningshingba, the Assistant Publicity Secretary of Pre-Park Pro, Second Lieutenant Kaisham Puremba passed away due to an illness at Base 1 on December 26. Kaisham Puremba, a native of Saitone, was the son of Lake Hyderabad K. Mani Singh. He had joined the organization in 2007 and completed his basic military training as part of the 29 batch, later earning the designation of Red Army number 29720. The organization praised his dedication and service to their cause, acknowledging his significant contributions. The Kanglei Park Students Association KSA Mayai Lambi Zonal Council has launched a 45-day free coaching class for students preparing for the upcoming Class 10 and 12 BOSEM and COSEM examinations. The coaching program is being held at N. Tomchow Higher Secondary School. Over 150 students enrolled in the free coaching program on its first day, which began at 10 a.m. The initiative aims to provide extra academic support and guidance to students, particularly in key subjects needed for the board exams. The KSA Mayai Lambi Zonal Council, under the leadership of its president, has dedicated itself to ensuring students receive quality support during this critical period. A free eye camp was organized today at the Salam Tourism Community Hall by the Chief Medical Officer, CMO of Imphal West, in collaboration with the National Program for Control of Blindness and Visual Impairment, Imphal West. The camp, which also included services such as general medicine, dental checkups, and laboratory testing, was held to provide essential healthcare to the local community. As many as 300 individuals availed themselves of the opportunity, receiving free eye checkups and spectacles. The camp aimed to promote eye health and address vision-related issues, especially among the underserved population. On the occasion, MLA of Lamsang ACS Rajain addressed the media, emphasizing the importance of healthcare access for all. He praised the efforts of the CMO and the collaborating organizations in providing such essential services to the people of the region.
कोई स्पेक दरकार लेबा स्पेक पीरे लेरिबा ENT की सुना कोंगी जो मोइना नाता दबा जिंगी मोइ यारे पीबगा लोइना मैम अमा फ्री मेडिकल कैंप सिदेगा हिदाक लांथक लोइना दरकार लेबा अनाबगी दरकार लेबा मैम सिंगु पीदना ngasi सिलिबसी कोई यामना नुंगाई सिगुंबा अनाबा नायेंबा खुदोंचाबा वाटपसिंगी दमकदि यामना हेना खुदोंचाबा पीरे हाइना या हाइजनि
A civic action program was organized by the 86th Battalion CRPF at Kumji Pot 5 village in Noni district under the leadership of Dr. Bipul Kumar, IG Manipur and Nagaland Sector CRPF, and the supervision of Shri Saurav Kumar Chaudhary, Commandant of 86th Battalion CRPF. The program saw active participation from the villagers, including the chairman of Kumji Pot 5 village. The event began with a solemn tribute to the late Dr. Manmohan Singh, former Prime Minister of India, as part of the national mourning. Following the homage, solar street lights were distributed to the villagers of Kumji Pot 5, a gesture aimed at improving the quality of life in the area. A meeting was also held with the youth and villagers to discuss the community's needs and the role of the CRPF in fostering positive relations. Saurav Kumar Chaudhary, the commandant of the 86th Battalion CRPF, addressed the gathering and reiterated the significance of the program. He expressed his gratitude to the villagers for their warm reception and explained that the distribution of solar street lights was intended to enhance the village infrastructure, improve living standards, and cultivate goodwill between the CRPF and the local community. The chairman of Kumji Pot 5 village, along with the public, expressed their appreciation for the CRPF's initiative. They thanked the battalion for the valuable contribution and hope that such programs could continue in the future, further strengthening the relationships between the security forces and the local population. The 08 Battalion of the Central Reserve Police Force, CRPF, organized a civic action program at the Muslim Ward Number 2, Jingning Colt, Bisnupur, to address local needs and strengthen ties between security forces and the community. The event, attended by local officials and villagers, was graced by Chief Guest S.H. Chandrasekhar, Commandant of 08 Battalion CRPF, along with S.H. Sanjeev Chaudhary, second in command. Sport items including volleyballs and footballs and water purifiers were distributed to the villagers. The program aims to foster cooperation, enhance community relations, and promote trust between the CRPF and the local population. The event was lauded by local leaders for its positive impact on the community's well-being. Before we go, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Kuki militants continue attacks in Imphal East since Christmas Eve, leaving 3 injured, including a journalist, amid escalating clashes with security forces. Chief Minister N. Bireen Singh calls Kuki militants' attack in Imphal East cowardly. Armju and EGM condemn attack 2 journalists. And statewide 24-hour shutdown in Manipur disturbs normal life, demands justice for killing of youth and release of arrested individuals. That is all the news we have at the moment. Thank you for watching ISCOM English News. Have a good night.